Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. It is Call Me Cookie. What we'll be discussing today is the Cosmos ecosystem and how I'll be making a lot more effort into being involved in the wide range of products, services, and blockchains that are built on top of Cosmos. Now, what I won't do in this video is a deep dive into exactly what Cosmos is. It is a very sophisticated ecosystem. It isn't ridiculously complex to the point where you won't be able to wrap your mind around it after taking some time to sit down and what I'd recommend is experiment, actually get hands on the technology, and I will make some recommendations. I will first reflect on what brought me to Cosmos and what I'm doing to get involved into that Cosmos ecosystem. But before I do, please do me a solid, hit that like button if you do enjoy the content, and then click that subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I make content. It means the world to me. Thank you for everybody who has that I have gotten from you folks. If you have questions about anything, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I will do my very best to make sure that I weave the answer to your question into a future video or just make an entire video about it separately. Okay, so diving right in. So, I sat down and I did some reflecting on exactly, how I performed in 2023. And I'd say that looking at what I invested into 2023 and what I got out in crypto in 2023, I've by far had my best year. And you know what? I feel like the best opportunities that came was when I decided to go and explore the Solana ecosystem. I'm a native to ETH L2s, not even Ethereum L1s. I've invested in a bunch of really awesome platforms on L2. What I realized is that I became too entrenched in the ecosystem. I became too entrenched in the Ethereum ecosystem. There's a lot of complexity when it comes to trying to navigate all of the different L1s. It is one of those things that do kind of make you sit back and say, is there something better? Or is there something that also is worthy of my attention? And I found Solana and I started by just moving $300 in USDC over from Optimism, sent it to Coinbase, and then moved that USDC from Coinbase over to Solana, did some digging, discovered Jito. So I purchased some Sol, staked that Sol onto Jito, and about 3 months after that, that $300 ended up resulting in me getting a 5K airdrop. Now, and we were in a bear market for the vast majority of 2023. The narrative around crypto, especially with all of the regulation and all of the FUD and the mainstream media around crypto, it's been a tough year. I want to take some of that money off of Solana and use that capital to continue to branch out into other ecosystems and do the same thing that I did with that Geo airdrop. Be early, find opportunities so that I can airdrop farm and just continue that cycle of being willing to struggle through not really understanding everything that I'm doing, but figuring it out along the way. Now, the first thing that was very encouraging for me to want to explore Cosmos was how easy it was for me to get money from Solana over to Cosmos so that I can start figuring out exactly what I want to do. As far as having a smooth means of transit from one chain to another, Coinbase is it for me. And so, what I was able to do was from my Phantom wallet, take some of my USDC, send it on over to my Coinbase wallet. I was immediately able to take my USDC from Coinbase and move it over to Noble. And that's the first project on Cosmos that really made me say, hey, I can find a not a home here, but I can definitely easily navigate this ecosystem. Noble is a stable coin platform that is built on top of Cosmos, and what it intends to do is reduce the friction of moving USDC and USDT on and off of Cosmos, but also interchain between all of the different projects and blockchains that are built on the Cosmos hub. So that is Noble. Again, let me know if you guys would like me to do deeper dives on these things. These topics just kind of warrant whole separate, 5-10 minute conversations on their own. So just let me know in the comments section. Another thing that I am looking at, I don't know if this is going to bear fruit or not, but there is an L1 by the name of Prism. This is still in development, it's still in testnet, and that excites me because things look clean, presentable. The UI is responsive, which means that what the developers are building is clean and snappy and encouraging for me to continue to explore. Now, a little bit more on exactly what Prism is, and I'll just go by exactly what they're saying here. It is a L1 yield hub, and it wants to redefine DeFi by separating future yield from assets, yield optimization, auto compounding, types of terms are big narratives, are big areas of investment in the space. So if I have the opportunity to be early to an entire blockchain that is dedicated to that narrative, I believe that it's worth some of my time. I have not had to invest any money whatsoever. All the testnet is entirely free. I'll leave Prism. I won't dig into Prism too much right now. Let me move into some things that are definitely a lot more concrete and less speculative. So what I've done is I've moved some capital over from Solana to Cosmos using Noble, and now I want to first start branching out. You're going to need to buy something, right? So what exactly do I want to buy to set me up to position myself appropriately to benefit from any yield farming and airdrop farming? A lot of resources that I've listened to, like Cryptocito, he and a lot of others recommend making sure that you at least purchase and stake some Cosmos, Tia, and Atom. And I have a good concrete reference here. When judging the eligibility for one of the most recent airdrops that happened on Cosmos, which was Stride, the number of Atom tokens. So when you see Cosmos, the token is Atom, as it says right here. Anybody who had at least 10 atoms staked to the Cosmos hub got some of this Stride airdrop. I also went and grabbed some stars. I have about 3,000 stars. I have more than 10 atoms staked. And I went and grabbed some of the Osmo token also. I'm not making any recommendations. These are just the things that I'm doing. There are so many projects that are built on Cosmos. What new teams and founders end up having to rely on, or just like a good gauge of whether or not somebody should be eligible for their airdrop, is whether or not they are a staker to the core platform, which is Cosmos Hub. So before you do all of that, grab a great wallet. I like using Kepler. You also have Leapfrog. Leapfrog I like because it has a particular airdrop section. Check them both out. I'll drop links to both of the wallets in the link below. What I also would recommend is that you guys use Pulsar. Pulsar Finance is a portfolio manager. These guys are really good because as you start to touch a bunch of projects and tokens and all of this good stuff, it gets really difficult to just use only a wallet to see that. You kind of want something that is going to break things out and flesh things out for you, and then also show you things like the ecosystem. The big thing here is just discovery, playing. I've been doing a lot of clicking. I've just been clicking around for hours and buying tokens. I've been buying a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I will wrap it up there. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you guys have any questions or comments, definitely let me know. This has been Call Me Cookie. I appreciate your time, and I will catch you in the next video. Catch you later.